Hello everyone, I'm Suni. I'm the maker behind ippeun knits here on YouTube, also available on Instagram and Ravelry with the same username. Today is my first knitting podcast episode. Woo! So this will be kind of a summer, but mostly August knitting episode because I knit a lot in August. I can't really remember what I did in August. I only did in June and July, but not in August. So I'm going to be following the sort of basic structure, I think, of most knitting podcasts. So I'll start with what I'm wearing, then I'll move on to recently finished objects, and then works in progress, and acquisitions, and future plans. Sorry if I look a little bit here, or completely here. I'm either looking at myself in the camera, or I'm looking at my monitor, which has all my information. Okay, so let's get into it. I am currently wearing my Easy Polo tee by Easy as Knit. Try to stand. Well, yeah, I dribbled. I was nervous. So I knit this in the size small using Lily's Sugar and Cream cotton yarn in the colorway Dark Orchid. It's nice. It's comfortable. I really enjoy wearing it, and it's a little bit of a thicker yarn that I think I was prepared for and used to. So I wouldn't say that it's as breathable and perfect for like super hot summer days, but it's good for when it's a little hot, a little bit of sun. Yeah. I would like to knit it again. I would like to knit like a baby blue. I feel like it would be really pretty. And then Knits and Gigs on Instagram, I'm made a version, I think in like a sort of like very pale yellow that I thought was really pretty, and that's how I first saw this pattern. So I definitely want to make other versions, but it's starting to cool down a little bit, and I don't know if I want to be buying more cotton yarn right now. I don't know, we'll see. I did unravel a sweater from the thrift store, and if the yarn turns out okay, I would like to use it for another one of these and another Iris tank top along with Vegana, but we'll see how the yarn turns out. It's drying right now, but it's my first time unraveling, and I don't think it went too well. I digress. For finished objects, I think earliest thing I finished this month was my zipper sweater by Petite Knit. Ta-da! This is my first time sewing in a zipper, and just doing the little, it's the little thing behind the zipper to help keep it covered even if you're looking on the inside. So it's a little wonky. I'm not very good at hand sewing. You can see it's a little oh, it looks better now. No, okay, this is a little bump. I don't know if it shows it well, but there's definitely little bumpy bits because I'm not very good at sewing it flat. But it's secure. That's what matters. I knit this in a size medium using Plymouth yarn Galway worsted in the shade 757 Bark Heather. I initially knitted because it starts collar and then it works down. I started with a collar with this size S, and it was a little too small. I think even if stretched it out, it definitely wouldn't like cover the chin and go in the mouth like it shows, or like it's worn in the Petite Knit photos, and I really wanted that. So I frogged it, cast it on the size M. I think it still was a little too tight, but when I was able to block it out and get it to a nice width, but it's a lot more floppy now. So I think it would, like, if I knit this again, which I would like to, not sure what color, I think I would either size up and just do any decreases I need to keep track of the stitch count for the rest of the body, or I would just use maybe 1 or 2 size bigger needles for the collar. But yeah, I'm really satisfied with it. The yarn is, I think, more of an outerwear yarn. It's definitely not super soft, but it's not too bad. It's not like, it doesn't have, I think, as much next to skin softness as I would be comfortable with, and I usually prefer. I like soft yarn. I like comfortable yarns, very comfy. This is not that, but it isn't too bad. It does shed a little bit though, so I would like to wear like a white t-shirt underneath or something. I'm not sure if I could, and then take this off, because then I'd have found little fur bits all over me. But it's nice, and I initially brought the yarn to make another one of the sweater number 18s by My Favorite Things Knitwear, because I wanted like a teddy kind of version, so like a nice warm brown, I think. I saw this in my local yarn shop, I bought it, and it ended up being darker than I wanted when I tried doing like a gauge swatch, for the sweater number 18, so I used it for this pattern instead, and I'm really happy with it. Okay, and then next up is a test knit. I casted this on, when was it, August 12th, and I finished it the 24th, so it really didn't take me that much time. And I tried different techniques with this, so partly I think it's a really easy pattern, partly I was just obsessed with the pattern, so I just kept knitting it. These are the heart socks by Socks by Kim. This was my first time test knitting for Kim, my bad, and it was really fun. Yeah, I don't know how many testers there were. There wasn't like a group chat system for all the testers and Kim together, but Kim was really great about responding to any of like the questions I had, comments about the pattern, things I noticed, stuff like that, and it was fun. So I made a size S, and the yarns I used, the purple was Cascade Heritage Solids in 5743 Passion Flower, yeah, and then it's like a sort of heathered gray brown. I think it's really pretty. This is the Cloudborn Fibers Highland Superwash Sock Twist in Stone Heather. This is my first time using either of these yarns, and I really liked it. I don't have that much experience with sock yarn, or just socks in general, haha. But this was really fun. I liked both of them. It's stretchy, it's great. The colors I chose, I think, don't have as much contrast as I would like. Right now in this lighting, it's really visible, the difference between the colors, but depending on the lighting, it can kind of blend together a little bit, and so the heart pattern shapes aren't as distinct, which I do regret a little bit, but I'm still pretty satisfied with these. And they come up, as you can see, past my ankle. Not that much, I don't know, but that's because I like socks like that, and you can adjust it to make it whatever length you want. So I like that. I would recommend the pattern. It isn't out yet, but I'll link her Instagram below so you can see when the pattern releases. Okay, and then that's all for the recently finished pieces. I'm now going to go into my works in progress. So priority number 1 is another test knit. Here we go. Where's my backpack? This is the Brrrrrr pullover. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the maker's name. I'll try to put it in the screen if I can figure out how to edit. Where is it? Okay. This was using Trendsetter yarn soffio cashmere in colorway 6 and 19. They don't have names. So it's, I think, showing up pretty true to real life in the camera. So it's like a sort of icy, dusty light blue, and then a navy for the color work. I knit this in size 2. This was my first test knit done through Yarn Pond. I believe Aura from Aura Knits and Pearls mentioned it in her test knitting podcast episode, and she recommended using that site to find different designers to test knit, especially if they're not like huge designers, if they're newer, or if they have like a smaller pool. So that I saw that on the website. I signed up to getting ahead of myself. I went to the website, signed up, saw that pattern, thought it was really lovely. The sample is knit in this like slightly dark red and like either cream or white for the color work, and I thought it was super pretty. I signed up, got in, went to my local yarn store, bought the yarn, didn't do the math correctly, so now I am out of all my yarn. This is how much I have of the main color for the body. I have a little bit left to work in the sleeve, and then definitely not enough left for the color work. I'm still finishing the sleeve, so I'm going to be out of town for about a week. I'll buy some more yarn when I come back, so I can't work on this until then, which is a shame. I think I'll need probably 1 more ball of the color work, 2 of the main color. I'm hoping that'll be enough. I'm not sure how much of this color, the main color, my local yarn store has in stock. I would really like to not have to order it online, because that's why I bought that yarn in the first place, because I didn't want to have to find the yarn online, wait for shipping, and then work with it. But it is what it is. I'll face that problem if and when I come to it. But so that's technically priority number 1 for works in progress. but I can't work on it, but I'm still sharing it. Okay. And then my next work in progress is the Area Essential by another designer whose name I don't really know how to pronounce. I think this is the back. It is a very simple top-down raglan pullover. It's knit with 2 strands of mohair, and I used along avec Anna's soft silk mohair, just silk mohair in the shade celadon. It's like a kind of gray blue-green. I think it also looks pretty similar on camera. It's coming up on camera, I think, pretty similar to how it looks in person. It does shed a lot though, and it's quite warm. I put it on to test to make sure that like I was an okay length to separate for the sleeves and join underneath, and it was so warm, which surprised me because it's so holey and it can kind of look a little like you can see bits buff through, especially the raglan part, but it's so warm. Anyways, I bought that mohair initially in some strange delusion because I thought it would match with it's another along avec Anna yarn, the merino, but it's a different it's the other shade of like blue green, but it's definitely darker and it does not match. I thought they would match for some reason. I don't know why I didn't buy the merino and mohair in the same colorway. I think I wanted to lighten it. I don't know, who knows what I was thinking. Anyways, I initially bought that because I wanted to make another sweater number 18 by My Favorite Things Knitwear, and I wanted a blue version, and I was buying yarn from along with Anna anyways because I was test knitting for her Iris tank top, which I ended up making in a pink, I believe it's called tourmaline. Again, links to everything I mentioned will be below, hopefully. Yeah. It did not go well when I made a cake swatch for the sweater number 18, so I decided I would gift them both to other homes. I'm not sure. I still might make sweater number 18 with that yarn. I might make something for my sister instead. I don't know. We'll see. So that yarn, the mohair, is now repurposed for this Area Essential, which in my head, I'm planning an outfit. I think it would look cute with like denim overalls. I have a pair of like dark blue denim overalls. I really want to wear a bunch of like sort of overall outfits, like little Mario. I think it's gonna be cute. But yeah, that's so warm to work with, and the mohair does shed quite a lot. I've already got a little bit on my legs just because I was holding it. It sheds a lot. So it's a bit of a pain to work with, but it's okay. I'll finish it definitely in time for when it's actually cold enough that I can wear. So in terms of works in progress I'm actually working on and wanting to work on, that's it. There's some that are hibernating and just hidden away that maybe one day I'll get back to, but for now that's it. So in terms of acquisitions, I haven't bought anything yet, but I am planning to make a pretty big yarn purchase from Wool Warehouse because of the drop sale that's going on. I'm not sure when it ends, so I'm going to, I think by probably today, by the end of today, I'll put in the purchase. And so there are 3 types of yarn I'm going to be buying, but a decent amount of each. So I am like a normal amount of obsessed with Florence Miller, Handmade by Florence on Instagram and YouTube. She started a knitting podcast not too long ago, I think, and her step-by-step sweater, completely free, is going to be out very soon, but I will be out of town and I think unable to work on it. Shame, until I get back and I finish my test knit. But she's also releasing, I think September or later, a sporty knit skirt, which is super cute. I'm in love with it. I don't care if it's free. I'll pay however much. And so she's making 2 different versions, or she made one version and she's making another in Drops Punnet in the shade 04 Taupe, and then she's making a more richer version in Drop Soft Tweed in Peppercorn, which is shade 8. Yeah, color 8. I love the taupe, and it kind of like unintentionally matches with other pieces that Florence has already made. So there's like a Naked Knits simple bralette, and then Petite Knits April cardigan, both she made in a similar color, and they look really cute as a set. So I want to make a set. I want maybe a cami or bralette. I haven't really made bralettes. At least not knitted. I've made some crochet ones. And so I'm not sure how that's going to go. But I would like to definitely make the skirt. I'll go for either cami bralette, some sort of light tank, and then if I can, a cardigan, and I'll see how much I have left over if I want to make like a hat, a little like headband bandana thing, something else. I don't know. We'll see. But that is something I definitely want to make. Adding on to that, because of the winter version that she's making, I also want to make a winter version. I think it's cute. I'm going to steal all of the stuff that she makes because it's beautiful and I want it. I don't know. It's like, I'm obsessed with her. She's so cute. She's a brilliant designer too, and just so lovely. So, I wasn't sure what shade I wanted to do for the soft tweed. I haven't worked with any drop down before. Haven't bought any. I've seen it. I've heard about it. I haven't seen it. I've seen it online. I haven't seen it in person. I've heard a lot about it, and I wanted to try it, and I was like, this is my chance. This is my chance. And I was kind of torn between wanting like a really dark gray or just very neutral, exactly in the middle between like black and white gray. I'm still not entirely sure what I want, but I can't really, it was hard to get a good gauge based off all the photos online of what exactly peppercorn, which is the second darkest shade of gray that they have, the next darkest is just straight up black, how dark it was exactly. So I DM'd Florence on Instagram. She gave me like unfiltered photos, which was so sweet of her. And so now I can make more of an informed decision, which is great. I still haven't decided, but I was very, whatever, it got me blushing. And so I wanted to make another set with that. I don't know if I also want to make a bralette with that, but I definitely do want to make some sort of cardigan. And maybe, I do have like a beanie already in a similar dark gray. So if I do the dark gray, the peppercorn, then I might not make another hat. But I might make gloves, like fingerless mitts, kind of. That could be cute. Yeah. But so, those two, I would like to make sporty knit skirt sets, essentially. It's going to focus on the skirt, and I'll go to the pieces I think would look cute with it. The other thing I'm buying, final thing, is Drops Flora in the shade White Fog. From what I've heard, it's a really pretty kind of like off-white. And I love off-white. I think it's pretty. I like light colors in general. I like working with lighter colors. I know this shirt kind of implies otherwise. But generally, I like light clothing. I like if it's bright, at the very least a little bit colorful. I don't like super dark colors to wear. So I wanted to make something with White Fog. I've seen it made with the sweater number 15 by Florence and some other people. I thought it looked really nice. And I've been itching to make a cable sweater. I've been doing a lot of stuff that isn't cables, and I want some more cables again. But then I also recently rediscovered in my Ravelry queue the Handsome Chris pullover, which is beautiful. And also, I forgot that it's free, so it's a win-win-win. But then, I also saw... I'm going to say this with as little shame as I can. Stray Kids Singing was when he was helping to host a radio show, I believe. There was one time, literally one day, that's all it needed. It's this like lilac cabled pullover. It's by Versace? I can't pronounce it. I don't do luxury stuff, and I think it's like, I don't even know if it's Italian or not. But anyways, so that's what it was like, over 1,000, I think 1,370. And I knit. I'm going to ask the Reddit people if there's a similar pattern. So some people replied, and they were really helpful, helping me figure out how to search for specifically what I want in Ravelry, and also recommending different patterns. So I'm not sure if I want to make actually the Handsome Chris pullover in some sort of like similar looking soft lilac pastel purple color, or if I want to make it like the original based off the if you didn't know, it's reverse constructed or something based off of the sweater that Chris Evans wore in Knives Out. It's this beautiful like cable sweater. He wears it in the scene where he's the day and the Sea, where he's talking with Martha in the diner. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful sweater. They looked at it and then made a pattern based off of it. And it's beautiful and it's free. So I don't know if I want to do that in the original kind of like off-white, similar to Floor maybe. I don't know. I'll have to see Floor in person. Color, or if I want to do a lilac version to kind of give me the same vibes of the swimming sweater. Or I try and reverse engineer the Versace, the swimming sweater. I buy the yarn and I try to replicate that pattern specifically to have my own. I haven't decided. Anyways, for acquisition and future plans, kind of that's all of it, I think. Although I am trying to also work on my yarn stash, and because I ran out of yarn to work on the test knit for the homage pullover, and I can't buy any more from now until when I leave town and come back, I'm not sure what I'm going to bring with me to work on when I'm on vacation. And it's almost a week, like a week long time to knit. I really don't know what I'm going to work on. I was initially thinking I'd work on that, but then I realized, oh, maybe I can even finish this one before I leave, which I think if I had enough yarn, I could have. But I ran out of yarn, and I made a lot of good progress, and I don't know what to work on anymore. I was also thinking, because I unraveled a sweater to repurpose the yarn, oh, I can bring that and maybe work on another iris tank top or easy polo tee to work on. But I'm not sure if the yarn is turning out well, because it's my first time unraveling yarn, or unraveling? I think it's unraveling yarn. I'm not sure if I'm doing it very well. So, we'll have to see. I may cast in something completely new that I have not mentioned at all today, but that's all, I think. I didn't do a very good job of structuring this, so I'm sorry. I know it's a little bit all over the place. You should have seen my camera how many tries this one took. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you if you managed to stick around this long, or if you just fast forwarded to the end. Props to you. You know what you want. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that. I will, I think, try to do a knitting podcast episode maybe once a month, so kind of like a month summary. I'll post it either like the very last day or hopefully within the first few days of the next month, talking about everything that I knitted and worked on. I will try to do that. I will try to be consistent. Hold me to it if I'm not, but kindly. I will buy my yarn and see you all in about a month, or I might actually do like a mini vlog, especially if the yarn stores when I'm on vacation. If I see any, I will try and vlog a little. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed or got something out of it, maybe a little background noise. If you worked on something while listening to me talk and ramble nonsensically for however many minutes this has been, then thank you. I hope you had a good knitting, crocheting, making session. Feel free to please share or in the comments or Instagram tag me what you were working on. I would love to see it. Yeah, again, everything that I talked about should be mentioned in the description below. And that's it. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Ravelry. Can you follow me on Ravelry? I don't know. If you want to follow me on Instagram, same username. Ravelry, same username. I overshare in my Ravelry project notes. So if you want the TLDR, I have more general things at the top. I'm rambling again. I'm sorry. Thank you for sticking out. I hope you have a good day, night, morning, week, month, etc. Happy making, and see you next time.